Now here I am with you where I find a very beautiful slogan which Dr. T. Prasad shared with me. Aaj ki roti aaj hi kamani hai. I think as a filmmaker that's a good message to me and to you all, of course. Long time back I had read one of the scriptures which is, I forget the Sanskrit version of it, in our Upanishads. They said, you have to earn your naam every day, you have to earn your karm every day, and you have to earn your dharma every day. Dharma is giving, karma is earning, and naam is the union between guru and shishya, because it's the guru who gives you jnana. To be speaking amongst the august luminaries for a filmmaker is very difficult. Well, I can portray my thoughts through a camera, but it's truly a great experience for me to be here today, to learn from you the Mandi aspect. Well, Mandi is a very beautiful concept. Mandi is itself an ocean where everybody gets together for a common cause. Mandi is the oldest form of trading in India. And what better for the students who are going to be the leaders in business administration and entrepreneurs to go back to the roots and highlight the Mandi aspect of our old trading systems. In fact, it was great to know when I read one of the leading newspaper, the front page, giving a story of a tea stall. It can be a very good film. It can be a film where a lot of young people can learn that what you can change with perfect understanding of how to go about creating new avenues. Perhaps the man in the stall wouldn't have known that this could be a light. This could be from unreality to reality. This is what is unreality to unreality. Well, I thank you and I wish all the students to have a great future. I'm sure the presence of Dr. Ganesh Natarajan and others would really enlighten the path that you have undertaken in your future, and you will grow from, I would say, grow from one height to another height in your careers in coming years. And with that, I thank you all to have invited me here, and I shall cherish this memory, and I shall see that sometime, somewhere in my film, I put this kind of thought, and so that it can be shared with million viewers across the globe. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Kaul, for your ever so...
Okay guys, you rock, you're just fantastic. Because every time I see something happening with ZCBI and this whole BTA batch, I think it's absolutely awesome. It was Second Life a few weeks back, and I think Mandi is really a great idea. As most of you know, and Nikhil mentioned it last time, I was in Harvard earlier last week. And this was really their annual, or not really annual, 100-year celebration of Harvard, which is called the Harvard Centennial event. Multiple CEOs from around the world, and everybody, of course, little subdued in the current slowdown that's happening in the US. And I was speaking on a panel which really talked about the different models of entrepreneurship that have happened between the US, Europe, India, and China, and actually Middle East. There were 5 of us in that panel, chaired by Professor Tarun Khanna, who is the professor of marketing in Harvard Business School. And it's very interesting that all countries, in fact all parts of the world, have developed from completely different perspectives. If you look at China, it's because of a very stable government method. It's because of outstanding infrastructure. If you go to places like Shanghai and Shenzhen and Beijing, the kind of scale of infrastructure they're building is really the secret of success of that country. If you look at India, and that's really what my session was about, nothing is predictable. In fact, the only thing that is predictable is that it's completely unpredictable. For instance, today I'm traveling to Jaipur in the afternoon, have to drive to Bombay to catch a flight. I believe there are dharnas in Panvel, Mr. Raj Thackeray has been arrested and nobody knows how long it will take. And that's the beauty of this country. You never know what will happen from one day to the next. Okay? One thing I do hope is that Dhoni and his team will win the test match, and I hope that's happening. Because that seemed almost certain some time back. And yeah, it is. Have they won, by the way? Not yet. Not 5 wickets yet. Let's hope, let's hope. So I think that is the strength of what we're doing. And I think this experience, I was telling Dr. Prasad yesterday, will give us that concept of, Aaj ki roti, aaj hi kamana is a fantastic concept, because at the end of the day, nothing you can take for granted. All of you are entering your careers, and I'm hoping that at least some of you will get inspired by the Mandi experience to become entrepreneurs. Because in building businesses, in giving jobs, in providing opportunities to other people, I think that's the true success of India. And if you take all our great entrepreneurs, whether it was J.R.D. Tata or Ghanshyam Das Birla or R.P. Goenka or so many other people, that was the basis on which they got into the marketplace. It is almost unfortunate to see experiences like we saw last week with Jet Airways, where almost like a knee-jerk reaction, 1900 people being asked to leave. I'm not saying job losses will not happen. I'm a great proponent of the cap, not the direction of this country. And I think the ability to really create a difference. Today I think in Mandi, I hope you will create a difference in your own life. You will create a difference in the lives of a few people that you will touch during your day and week in Mandi. And that's going to be great. But keep that in mind. I think it's an essential humility, what Ashok very rightly said in terms of humne apni disha chun li, which means having a direction in our own lives which we will stick to steadfast, irrespective of which route the hawa takes, politically, economically, whichever way it works. I think that's going to be the strength of our own. So I'm delighted to be here. I'm always delighted to be part of every ZCBI experiment. And I think you guys rock, and you will build the best business school this planet has ever seen. Thank you very much.
For making us realize how privileged we are to be in the Indian Mandi.
You to what Navanirmiti is, what its philosophy, what are the products that we have, and how they actually help underprivileged or marginalized society. Navanirmiti established itself in 1995 under the leadership of Dr. Vivek Montero. He is an old-timer IITian, followed by his PhD in astrophysics, and he set up this unit primarily to aid or primarily to encourage women's employment. And during 1995 solar eclipse, that's when we produced our 5 lakh solar filters, and we were able to sell them successfully with the best in quality but very, very low cost, like 1 rupee or something. First, they are made with machine, with the usage of machine as well as with the hands. People make it actually with their hands, but the part of it which has to be really accurate, we use machines for it. So you're using the same product for your the Mandi event. Now, Navanirmiti's philosophy and the vision or the mission is to actually have quality for equality and education which is accessible or free or at least at low cost to most of the people in India. And with this aim, with this objective, we work towards many programs. One of our popular program is in the area of mathematics, which is a universalization, universal active mathematics, and that's the kit that the people who train others carry along, and you can teach multiple concepts right from kindergarten, from KG to PG, and that's how we say it. And you can really teach a lot of concepts using the same tools. The tools, essentially, they are a reality-based content. So they do not have something which is not related to children's regular real life. Now, apart from UAM, we are very active in the science popularization programs, and one of Dr. Vivek Montero's creations with very simple, very simple tools like this, like what we call it as a magic mirror. And whenever we have an opportunity, I'll show you a couple of experiments that one can do to understand how sun, the star, the nearest star that we have. We can do many more experiments and understand a lot of concepts in science. So both these programs in science and mathematics popularization have helped us in growing Navanirmiti where we are today, and we are our programs run not just in Maharashtra but other states as well. So we have been able to reach to almost about more than 5 lakh children over the Indian subcontinent. But we have also, with a couple of our networks, we have also reached Nelson Mandela University in South Africa. Now, apart from this, now coming to Mandi. Now, Mandi, the network that we have with Mandi is through Dr. Prasad, and we thank him a lot because he started just as a friend of Navadarbiti, buying some of the products, but then he's been encouraging and he's been giving us feedback about our products so we can improve upon them and we can come up with more innovative ideas of that stuff. So apart from this, the way Mandi works, all of you know, is that you all carry this kit and take it to the streets. We obviously get 1 day sale, which is kind of equivalent to our 3 weeks of sale through this. But then, really speaking, this commercial angle, let's leave it apart because the goodwill that we create and the kind of mouth publicity that Navadarbiti gets through this is much more, and that's more valuable to us than the 1 day sale. This kind of innovative products, I hope that the feedback that all of you will give us back will actually encourage us to create many more products, and together we can actually achieve the goal of universalization of, in general, about knowledge. So I thank you, all of you, and all the best for all your, the center that you have, the ideas that you would come up with, especially in case of business products. Thank you.
Thanks, Priyamvada.
Dr. Ganesh for his inspiration, for his nurturance, for his guidance, being alumni of NITI. We somehow got into innovation at. We read, we see, we have guidance from him all the time. Part of our innovation exercise, which Mondays we are taking up. In my last 15 years, I was always looking for innovative pedagogy. Yes, we can have innovative pedagogies. We need not be the same as whole as somebody else. No, that's what we are trying to look at that. एक दिन मंडी जाके पूरा जिंदगी भर आप पढ़ाई कर सकता है. So it's a very nice to have you, nice to have your invitation to be here at Sir, and we will continue to be here at. One more point, because it's a very hard sun which you are having it like that. My dear friends, Mandi's movement, every minute, every interaction in the Mandi, try to pick it up, try to internalize, try to understand. I suggest you, my dear young Deviyo and Sajjano and brothers and sisters. My friend was saying that Deviyo and Sajjano don't use that, use the brothers and sons, brothers and sisters. Deviyo and Sajjano and brothers and sisters. Every second, every interaction which you are going to have in the market, embrace it, imbibe it, look at it. That is the key for you to understand this Mandi. I suggest you once again that experiment with every topi wala, every bag wala, every rickshaw wala, every taxi driver. That's what I suggest you. I'm sure you can do that. New innovations will come and we'll be definitely pioneering those things. I'm really happy for the kind of support which we get from corporates like Zensar. I'm really thankful for ZCBA and also especially to Dr. Ganesh Natarajan. Thank you very much, sirs. All the best for you. I always ask for the slogan once again. Can I have a slogan once again?
बेचो बेचो सीखो 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 बेचो 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 सीखो सीखो बेचो सीखो बेचो बेचो सीखो.
Thank you, sir, for helping. I'd now like to call upon Shekhar to give the vote of thanks. Since Shekhar has also been a core part of the entire team, the Mandi team, he's been spearheading the whole initiative.
I would first like to thank the organizing committee. I think a bunch of students who took this upon themselves and organized it as an event. In fact, one of the things that I said to them was, imagine that you're going to do this tomorrow at a company. You have an event, put up an event that everyone will say you did a great job. Do it on time, do it with as much creativity as possible. And I think the students came through And I really thank them for having put this together, because it is their effort, it is what they have done. And today all of you are going to go out into the streets, and while Dr. Prasad said it's not about sales, for someone who's been in sales most of my life, I would say it's all about sales. And I think where the rubber meets the road in every company, in every business, is whether you can sell or not. As close to the revenue generating mechanism of the business you are, the better it is. Understanding it is important, and I hope that you come away today with a clear understanding of what it takes to take something that you believe in and sell it to someone else. I also thank our chief guest, Mr. Ashok Kaul, to have come down from Bombay for this event. Really appreciate it, sir. Thank you for taking the time. Dr. Ganesh Natarajan, as usual, for supporting us in every initiative that we have at ZCBI. Dr. Prasad, Dr. Dume, and Mr. A.N. Ghosh. And lastly but not the least, all the support departments of Zensar who helped us put this together, the admin department and others, and we really appreciate the hard work that they put in. And now off to the flag off ceremony. Thank you. Thank you again, everyone.
Thank you everyone for being here and making this a fair.
All the best for the Mandi.
Thank you.
all sports
Morning everyone. The event is beginning with a good news.